This is probably one of the toughest commander's challenges that we've ever done.
At first I thought, oh, okay, this is an issue that we can probably solve pretty easily. I was very wrong. It's not an easy problem to solve. It's extremely complex.
This particular exercise is for counter-UAS operations.
Well, it wasn't really clear at the beginning, but it's pretty clear now that this is a pretty serious threat and everybody's taken an interest in it. I think it shows a lot that there's been so much work done in the past couple of years on this problem, and it still hasn't had a definitive solution.
All of these multi-rotors are readily available on the open market.
They're very small, they're hard to detect. I mean, even if you're standing in a tower and looking for a passenger aircraft, you normally don't see it till it hits the runway. So a little guy like our drones that we've been flying around here, if you're not looking for it, you're not gonna see it and they can sneak right up on you.
They pose a threat because you can imagine what you can do with these types of platforms.
Anything can happen. You can come in completely undetected and put a bomb in the general's car. If you watch a base long enough, you could probably find a general, and it's not a good thing.
You know, the Air Force and AFRL is leaning forward with trying to develop counter technologies to defeat this threat.
Our overall concept is called the SPIDER, and that stands for Sense, Predict, Intercept, Deny, and Recover.
They were supposed to be able to detect the threat. They were supposed to be able to identify the threat. They were supposed to be able to track the threat, target the threat, and engage the threat.
And it's a two-part system. There's a ground component and an airborne platform. And so the ground component is a series of electrical optical cameras and a laser designator on a gimbal, and that picks up the initial detection of an intruder. And once a intruder has been identified and tracked, it passes it over to, we have a Blue Force UAV with a net system that takes off and goes after and captures it, deflights it, and then returns to base.
And all the teams have put just a lot of heart and soul in the last 6 months, and it culminates in this exercise.
Hey! Yes, yes, yes.